Hello, folks, and welcome to a, another video. I say another, it's been a while since I've had any live chats. Um, Okay, folks, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me now? Yes? Am I loud or can I talk quieter? Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. I've been talking there for 5 minutes on my own. Paula can hear static. Can everyone else hear me okay? Great, okay. Because I have got the webcam on top of my multi-plug socket, so I can alter it, but I've put it on there because it's a bit lower, and it's with the monitor and that, it's a bit easier to talk, so then you can get the right angle. Okay, that's good. Okay, I was saying, Mum's gone into hospital yesterday, and we still don't know whether it's coronavirus or whether it's sepsis. But they did say that she got a chest infection. They haven't had the results back. That was who I was on the phone with, my sister. I'd rang earlier and they hadn't. So we're going to ring again tomorrow to find out. And yeah, so that's that. I was saying that I want to try and do a bit more filming again. Because I need to communicate, and I'm going to take this opportunity while my mum's in to get on with a few things. So I've got some plans. I want to be back in the garden again. I've bought some strawberry plants, 4 different varieties. I've got some raspberry canes, and I'm thinking ahead because I believe this coronavirus, I think it's going to be into next year before we're going to be able to go out and be free and what have you. So, and obviously it's worse for me because I have to be careful with my mum being in that age bracket with her conditions. So anyway, going to be in the garden. It is a bit of a mess at the moment because it's 2 years really since I did any. But there's some interesting plant flowers coming up, so I'm quite pleased about that. Lady, when I forget, she decides to do some digging. So, I have lost some of my spring flowers, but never mind. That's it. I'm going to be preparing for make sure that the things are protected. I have got some wire to go round, so that's good. I'm just having a look, see what messages are. Okay, Sylvia, I don't know how long these tests take. They never said. So all I know is there's a lot being tested. So we'll have to see. Yeah, but I'm wondering, Jim, just how long people will be allowed to go to their allotments. I think it's times like this when you realise if you have got a bit of a garden, maybe grow some veg in there as well as a backup. Potatoes is something what I'm also going to be growing. And I'm going to grow some climbing French beans. It depends if I've got enough tubs. I'm short of compost. So we'll see. Yeah, it is a big worry. It really is. And a big worry for everyone. So I think some people will be able to appreciate the kind of things what I have to go through. Especially really for the last 3 or 4 years, because I've been having to stay indoors and even into one room rather than other rooms, because that's one of the reasons why I've not been into this room all year and probably a good part of last year. Yeah, and probably the year before as well. I'm always near to mum now, but I'm going to try and turn things around a little, and I want to get on. I need to get out because I'm getting depressed. I've been suffering. Got to have some therapy over the phone and that to help out. And yeah, things that I've putting things in place. I know what I need, and hence I know I need to be out in the garden, and I've got to try and do things, and I want to do things. So I shall be trying different things. So I really am babbling. I apologise. I'm really out of practice with this, and also with the angles, and but I will get it right. So I am going to do 1 or 2 more live chats if people want me to. I won't if you don't. And I will be doing some videos which won't be live, which I'll put up from the garden, cooking, maybe some art. We'll see. So I'm just catching up with the messages. Yeah, seeds. I know what you mean, Sylvia. I'm lacking seeds, lacking what I'd like. But I can't grow the flowers what I wanted to because the polytunnel's torn to shreds from the winds. So I've got no polytunnel now. So otherwise I would have been growing different flowers like I did previous years. But new replacement one would be £120 and I just haven't got it. I've had to prioritise, and I've put any little money, spare money I've got. Well, I say little spare. In fact, I actually been selling things to buy extra food in, just to make sure. Yeah. Wow, 10 people online. I can't believe that. I wonder if you're all the regulars from the old days. Don't be shy, everyone. Oh, and the other thing, why? Oh, hi, Joy Lee. Some of these others in the chat room, they are regular viewers, and we've had conversations. Well, we did a spell for about a year. We did these evening chats nearly every day. And we've known each other from my YouTube channel for a long time. Right. My brain's going dead. I'm going off on tangents. Sorry about this. I'm getting a bit flustered in that because I'm out of practice. Just going to get my breath, compose myself, and we'll get back on. So I can, yeah, polytunnel. That's what I was talking about one time. Yeah, so I'm going to miss it because I won't be able to grow things what I like. But at least I've got my strawberry plants ordered. They're bare rooted, and I shall. Well, we'll see where I'm going to put everything. Some of them might have to go in pots. Oh, I'm sorry, Sylvia, about your greenhouse. Fernanda, thanks for joining us from Canada. I haven't had that much experience over there. I have done some winter walking in Banff and Lake Louise once when I was poorly. Hello, Cam L. Where are you from? Are you from the UK or abroad? For those of you new to this, I normally talk about things like gardening, cooking art, a little bit of general chit chat. I used to do a few walks and all sorts of things. Basically, if you look through my YouTube channel, you'll see what we've done in the past. I did do winemaking at one time. It's just been time and my caring duties which restrict me now. But I'm still trying to get the channel to tick over. And to be honest with you, I'm quite enjoying this chat tonight. And I noticed I've got 2 thumbs up, so thanks for those thumbs up. Much appreciated. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about this. Oh, 4 thumbs up. Brilliant. Right. So what else is there to say? Yeah, these times are really testing for everyone. And it was one of the reasons really what's made me make this effort to get filming again. Because I've had a few private messages and that from people who have missed my videos. It seems to be that the cooking ones are quite popular. Oh, right. Thanks, Joy Lee. I think 2015 might have been one of my better years. That was the year when I had all the flowers and I when I got one of the running up positions for the best allotment. Unfortunately, there's going to be a few videos since then where I've been a bit depressed and that, but I'm going to try not to be. Okay, wow, 12 viewers. Thank you everyone for joining this little chat. Has anyone got any questions? Nigel is okay, Jim. He's been busy with his trees and everything. He was ill for a short time. He had a problem with his ears, balance. Was it balance? Yes, he couldn't hear very well. It was to do with his balance and that. So that's been sorted now. Hi, Babs. Oh, thank you, Lucy. I haven't done many cooking or art videos for a long time. Cooking wise, I have got some. I would like to do some baking ones, and I have got some. There's perhaps 1 or 2 cooking ones what I can do, but I'm lacking meat at the moment, so certain meats to do the videos with, so we'll have to see how that progresses. I do place orders online, but when it comes to them, just before it comes for them to be delivered, like a day or so before, I get notified that there's a lot of things what have sold out. So I was going to be doing some videos on bread making and that, but I can't get any bread flour or any bread yeast. So that's got to be on hold for the moment until I can find some somewhere. You right, lady? It's my dog. I can hear your little patter on the laminate flooring. Well, as I say, I'm very rusty and I'm a little bit shy as I'm out of practice, folks, so bear with me. Right, there was a question here. How long did the polytunnel last? Right, the cover from the ones what I've bought tended to last about 3 or 4 years. But you have to use anti-hot tape, which you put around the bars all over. Anywhere where the cover is going to touch, you need to have it covered. That will prolong the life. If you don't put that on, you're going to be struggling for a year to 2 years. Yeah. The frame in that, the frames from the tunnels I buy remain solid after, well, there was one at the allotment which I eventually changed to put netting over, and that stayed up until it's recently been taken down. So I guess that was up, I don't know when I put that first up, maybe 8 years. So the framework's okay, it's just the covers. And I got mine all from Grow Your Own off eBay, and I think they're on Amazon. And their website is, I think it's Feel Good UK, something with Feel Good in. I know some of the other ones, the covers and also the framework don't last long at all. Yeah, live cooking videos, Paul, is going to be a bit difficult, I think, because I'd have to rely on, because the only way I could get around that is if I had somebody filming me do it. Otherwise, because it would have to be done with the iPad, and I can't film myself with that while I'm cooking live. I don't believe I can have the camcorder set up for live video. At least I've never, I don't know, I'll have to look into that. You can see my whole room, Paula. Yeah, it's still a bit of a mess, but it's not too bad. You know, got the printer, A3 printer, and the this machine here is for doing my die cuts. And you can't see what's over there, but over there is my cutting machine, so I can do all sorts of things with that. And all this down here are the various pens and papers, and everything's all labelled up. And yeah, these are all different things. Got my cards in there, different things over there, what I've made. Yeah, a lot of stuff's gone, especially in the main studio. I've sold it to keep paying the bills. I hope you have a lot of use out of that new tunnel, Joy Lee. certainly opens up a new avenue of interest for you, having a tunnel. And especially when it's in the kind of early, well, in the winter months, when you get a bit of sun, it's lovely in there. You certainly won't be shivering. Any other questions, folks? Getting a bit dry, and I forgot to bring a drink in with me like I normally have. No questions? No. Would you like me to do another live chat sometime? Okay, Babs. She went in yesterday into hospital. I spoke to the to the ward this morning. They said she was okay, but they hadn't had any results. My sister rang up while I was recording earlier, and they're still waiting on the test for coronavirus to see whether she's got it or not. And they've put her on antibiotics and that, and they said she's doing okay at the moment. So we'll just have to see. I guess she'll be in, but I don't know if it isn't coronavirus and it's sepsis or chest infection and urine infection or whatever. They'll probably keep her in for a few days, maybe a week. Thank you, Patricia. It's nice to see you all as well. You're thinking once a day? Well, I can do that. What I'm not going to do is give I don't want to commit myself to a certain time in the evening. All I can say is it's going to be between 6 and 7ish in the evening, UK time. Because sometimes something might crop up. I like to listen to the government news briefings, and so I have to be a little bit flexible. And but I can do that if people want me to. I can come back and we can have a little chat about what I've been doing. If I put videos up and you've already watched them, we can have a little chat about that. Last year I sprinkled a load of poppy seeds on the borders and that, and during the winter, that some of them have basically been growing, and looks as though I'm going to have some nice poppies, oriental poppies, perennial ones for this year. Should get some nice flowers. Yeah, shortages in England are similar to where you are in California, Paula, but also it's all the same all over Europe. And I think this coronavirus is going to it's going to open up a new way of how we look at looking after ourselves in the future. I.e., I think there'll be more people growing maybe foods in the garden there'll be more probably demand for allotments, although I'm not sure about that. It might not even be allowed to go to them. So I think certainly if you've got a garden, it might be useful to grow some of your favourite produce there. And I think a lot of countries are probably now going to be producing food and goods themselves rather than relying solely on importing. Because I think it takes something like this to realise what's at stake and what you're not going to have or might not have. And as far as these selling out on the supermarkets, I know there's a lot going on, and this can be a bit of a heated discussion. But I was always taught by my parents who grew up in were in the Second World War. My dad was in the forces there. My mum was she was on a farm girl, a land girl as they call them, and so I've been brought up to keep stuff stocked up. And so before this happened, I'd already got. It was just a normal thing to have a good supply of stock, and I did buy some extra just to top up the. We're lucky we got 2 freezers, but then we do tend to eat from the freezer, so that was good. But I think what I'm trying to say is I think people in future are probably going to be keeping more stuff in now on the shelves rather than expecting to just pop down the village and get what you want when you want. And I think if people had done this before, then we wouldn't have had any of this problem. Yes, it is my seat squeaking, Patricia. It's annoying, isn't it? Oh, Kate. Hi, Kate. You love the big poppies. Okay, you know what? I haven't sprinkled anything around my poppies. No, certainly no slug pellets or anything. We do have a lot of slugs and snails. Well, we always have done. So they've just never really bothered. And I guess that now I've got Orientals. There's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they've got 7 now in the garden. One thing I really am going to miss this year is my dahlias, because I've got no plants and I've got no tubers. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, with the seeds. Yeah, I sprinkled a load of seeds what I'd picked off my plants and what I'd found when I was walking around the village. And but no, didn't have that problem. Yeah, I know WD-40, but I tend I have to be careful with the money. So anything what I can do without, I just don't get. But yeah, W40 would be the answer for the sliding door between the living room and the conservatory, because it's at the minute I have to use all my strength to open it because it won't slide, and that's what's needed on that as well. What's that, Kate? What do you have loads of? Oh, right. Yes. Now that's where I will agree with you, Kate. I do when I was growing from seed, I had to put the slug pellets around the young seedlings because I quickly learned that overnight they were gone. Oh, chip pan oil. Oh, didn't know that. You know what? Another thing what you can possibly use. Well, let me just answer. Oh well, I'll tell you what, Kate. If you have got any spare, I would really appreciate the seeds or whatever with the dahlias. It's my favourite. Yeah, poppies are beautiful, Lucy. Poppies and dahlias I just love. And I've got a liking for cornflowers. I like those as well, especially if and Californian poppies. You put those all together, and you've got them growing close. That's just lovely. Like I had that in 2015 on the allotment. That was beautiful. Or was it 2016? No, I think it was 2015. One thing which might be worth trying is putting, if you have rhubarb, putting the leaves around your plants because they will stop a lot of things. I've heard that they stop pests and might be worth a try. And also they'll suppress any weeds. Hi Paul, how's things in the Isle of Man? It's exciting, Kate, having new things growing. I miss that. Yeah. And the Boogle Woggle. I don't know that dahlia. The ones what I've grown are Bishop's Children. Um, oh, slipped my mind. Bishop's Children. What were the others? Clangers Mix. And there's some others. Oh, Cosmos. Yeah, Cosmos. I love those. Love the pink, the different pinks. They're just lovely. Yeah, Paula, but don't forget over here we have a lot of rain, even in the summer. So it just wouldn't last very long. And if it gets soaked, salt gets soaked and there's enough of it, it could then kill off your flowers. So sorry to hear that, Paul. Yeah. Yeah, over here in Leicestershire, I can't remember how many we got now. I think it's 30 something confirmed. My camellias in full flower in the garden, and next door neighbour's got a different type, and they're more condensed, and that's in full flower. I have got some yellow daisies starting to flower, and they're still quite low at the ground. As the season grows and summer comes, they'll probably be about 3 or 4 feet high. That's what I was going to say, Jim. Either tourists or people who are working in the mainland. I've never had a problem, Kate, with slug pellets affecting anything in the garden, wildlife-wise. Um, we've even got hedgehogs and that, and it's never been a problem. I mean, I don't use that many, but um, well, very few actually in the garden. It's more in the polytunnel, but with the dahlias, when it's new seedling, well, not new seedlings, but when I've put new plants into the ground, then I would have to sprinkle a few around, otherwise they'll be gone in no time. No, no, I won't, Paul. You know me better than that. I don't drink alcohol. I'm a Pepsi or Cola person, or Shandy. Right, folks, I'm going to give it 5 minutes more, and then I'm going to call it a day, because I'm getting tired, and I just want to relax with a nice pint of cola, and see if there's any more news about self-employed on the announcement tonight. I doubt it. I think I'll be tomorrow. But it'd be nice to know what's been going on with this Cobra meeting. And for those abroad, it's about whether there's going to be, police and the army and stuff brought in to stop people from having all these social gatherings, what they shouldn't be doing. Thank you, Paul. Nice for you to join. I'm amazed at how many people we've had tonight, and the new ones. I want to thank you all. It's been great, and I hope that some of you join again, maybe tomorrow night. Feel my eyes getting heavy, and I know I shouldn't be touching my face, but I am the only one in the house now. So, and I do wash my hands many times. In fact, they're getting very dry on the top here. They've actually got all little cracks. Lady's all right, Patricia, but she does need walking. She hasn't been out for a while, and I think her toenails might need a bit wearing down. She's still like a puppy, trying to protect us from the squirrels. And if anyone walks by the front of the house, she lets us know. Yeah. Certainly entertaining. She knows something's going on at the minute. I can sense it. Okay then, folks, I'm going to call it a day, and I hope we can all chat again maybe tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.